Hello everyone, I'm going to take you through the steps to create listing in watch category. First, let's see how to download the template from Seller Central. In Seller Central, under inventory, go to add products via upload. Click on the download template button. Here you'll get a list of categories for which templates are available. Click on watches. It'll take a few seconds to download the watches template in an Excel sheet. I've already downloaded it and this is the file. As soon as you open the file, click on enable editing and enable content. This will enable all the macros and formulae in the workbook. Go to the data definitions page. The data definitions page will give you all the fields that are to be filled in the template. What are the valid values for each field, what each field means, and what are the mandatory fields. If you scroll to the right, you will get all the required fields in red. That means these are the mandatory fields without listing which the listing will not be created. You also have optional and preferred fields. Now let's try to create a listing for a watch. Please note that all the fields that are marked in bold, such as these, are mandatory fields without which the listing will not be created. First, under product type, select watches. External product ID type is if you have a barcode with an EN or UPC number, that is a 12 or 13 digit number, you need to select that and give the 12 or 13 digit number here. The part number, you'll have to give your internal part number. Let us say ABC1. Model number, let me say MN123. SKU code, we say SKU1. Manufacturer, let me show you an example of a Timex watch. So manufacturer, I will say Timex. Brand, I will say Timex as well. The item name. There's certain title guide that you have to follow when you give the item name. You need to give the item name as brand name, followed by collection name, followed by any special feature that is available in the watch, the display type, followed by dial color, followed by target audience, followed by the word watch, hyphen, model number. So let's see how to do this. For this example, I give brand name, which is Timex, followed by the collection. Let's say this collection is called Expedition, followed by any special feature. For example, this watch has dual time. What is the display type? Is it digital or analog? This is an analog display, followed by the dial color. Let's say this is a black dial, followed by target audience, we'll say men's watch, hyphen, model number, which is MN123. So this will be the title of my watch. The quantity, this is the number of units that you want to make available for sale on Amazon. Let's say 5. Standard price is the price at which you want to sell. For example, 3,500. Sale price, if you want to give a discount on your watches, you can give a sale price here. For example, I want to sell the product at 3,000 rupees instead of 3,500. But make sure if you give a sale price, you also give the sale start date and end date. The sale start date format should be in year, followed by month, followed by date. Similarly, year, followed by month, followed by date. So here I have given the discount for a period of 20 days. Under product features, you can give any features of the watch, such as the movement of the watch. Let's say it is self-winding. The material, stainless steel. The display type, the water resistance type. For example, I say water resistant watch. What type of finish that the strap has, say leather finish. These kind of details can be given here. If you want to give any keywords to make the product more searchable, You can give those here. For example, watch, sports watch, analog, etc. Recommended browse nodes. A recommended browse node is something that you add to the product to make it more searchable or browsable on Amazon.in. So you will have to find out what is the correct recommended browse node for your particular category and subcategory. Now since this is a wristwatch, let us see what is the recommended browse node for this. To find out what is the recommended browse node, go to Seller Central. Again, click on download template under add products via upload. When you browse to the complete bottom, you will get browse tree guide. Click on that. Here you will get browse tree guides for various categories. Click on watches. I've already downloaded the browse tree guides for watches. So under watches, you have different types of watches such as luxury watches, wrist watches, watch bands, etc. So here let me select watches, and in that wrist watches, select this particular browse tree guide, copy it and paste it under recommended browse node. You can put up to 2 browse nodes for every product. Target gender is another mandatory field. So here let's say it's men. Main image URL. Upload photos of the watches on any photo sharing website such as Photobucket or Picasa. Make sure that the images are in JPEG format and on a pure white background. Make sure there are no models or props to display the watches and they are in a standing posture. The watches should be on a pure white background and the dimension should be a minimum of 1000 by 1000 pixels. So copy paste the URL here. You can put up to 9 images for each watch in these other image URL columns. The band color is another important field. So choose the band color. Let's say it is black. The band material, leather. If you have any other details such as band thickness, band width, you can give it here. The display type, if it's analog or digital, so let's say analog. Watch movement, automatic. So these were the mandatory fields that need to be filled. Once you create the listing for all your products here, save it. You need to save it as a text file. That is, once you click on save as, in save as type, select text tab delimited and click on save. Back to Seller Central and under inventory add products via upload, the same page that you were on to download the template. Under upload inventory files, in the drop down select inventory files, browse the file that you have saved as text tab delimited and upload it. Once you upload it, it might take a few minutes to upload and create the listing. If there are any errors, you will get an error report over here and you can tell what the errors in the listing were. If all the listing was created successfully, if you go to inventory, under manage inventory, you will be able to see all your products.